Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Let me know if y'all can see me, if everything's all right, so I can get this thing started.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Y'all can see me. Am I coming through clear? Am I looking good? Let me know now. Let me know. What's going on, Jamarco McBride? What's going on, Uncle Luke? What's up, Tab Black? What's good? What's good? So y'all know I gotta get this started off right. So
This is a demonstration
yo
of
on
Wirecast.
LCameraTV, you already know what it is. You feel me? Panther fans got a rude awakening. You know what I'm saying? We got slapped up. I was furious for the last few days. You know what I'm saying? But we licked our wounds. We you know what I'm saying, got back on the right track mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm really happy I didn't live stream that game, because boy, I would have been pissed. So I'm glad, things worked out the way they did, because I didn't want y'all to see me like that. I try to be positive all the time. But I was pissed off. But we did enough talking about the Steelers and how they slapped us up, and the plays I felt like were called wrong. You know what I'm saying? The referees and they're clear, leaning towards the Steelers. We're going to get past that. Today we're going to talk about the remaining schedule that the Panthers have. Now, I seen, what's his name? James Woodley said we're going to go, he said we got 2 more losses to go and 5 wins, right?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So, I disagree. I think we should have 6 wins and 1 loss. I think we're going to lose to the Saints once. I do. I think, Saints will get us probably at their house. But I think we should beat the Saints at our house. I think we should beat the Falcons at our house. I think we should beat Detroit. I think we should beat the the Browns. We have the Seahawks. The hardest games we have are what? Let me see.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
No, the Falcons. The hardest games we got are the Falcons, the Seahawks, and maybe the Saints. But for the most part, this is a pretty doable schedule. We got Detroit next. We got Seattle after that, and that's at our house. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I think we should beat both times. In my opinion, I think we could beat the Bucs twice. I mean, like I said, they're very dysfunctional. They don't even have a stable quarterback. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick probably play out the rest of the season, but they are a very dysfunctional bunch. So I think we should beat them twice.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We got the Browns. I think that's a W, easy. I think we beat the Saints at our house. We beat the Falcons at our house. And then we lose to the Saints on the road, last game of the season. Now, mind you, that will be a 12-4 record. I think it's a pretty good record in general. And that's not even counting what the Saints have to go through, because Saints have to play the Bengals, which are playing today.
This
they
is a
still gotta play, I think,
demonstration
the
of
Falcons
Wirecast.
They got to play us twice. I think they still got to play the Eagles. They got a pretty hard schedule. So we still, even though we lost to the Steelers, we still have a pretty good track record, a pretty good road. And the thing is that I didn't expect us to sweep that division anyways, and I was expecting us to lose to the Steelers. My thing was I didn't expect us to lose that badly. I expected us to lose, but just not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a pretty bad loss.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So I'm not, like I said, I'm not I was upset about it in the way we lost and how I felt like the team didn't perform to my expectation. But one of the things that I think it can be good for us. You know what I'm saying? And I know, we don't like to say this and we don't like look at it this way, but it can be good for us because, I mean, at the end of the game, Luke Kuechly went and talked to the team. And Luke, they obviously said Luke don't talk much in front of everybody like that. But obviously Luke was pissed. And I'm pretty sure all of them were pissed. I'm pretty sure the referees and the coaching staff was pissed. So hopefully, they take this as, a learning experience. Because at the end of the day, Ryan Fitzpatrick just threw an interception against the Redskins. So obviously that shows what he's capable of. To Josh Norman. So, yeah. But yeah, so like I said, the Saints, the Steelers loss is not, unexpected. I mean, if we were gonna lose a team, we probably lost to the best team in that division.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So I'm not too mad about it, but I just feel like, the way we lost was kind of upsetting. So hopefully they take this, and they recalibrate. As much as I want Eric Washington to no longer be our defensive coordinator, because I feel like the play that got me was I can't deal with Eric Washington was when he rushed two people and gave Big Ben 4 seconds in the paint, in the pocket, to throw the ball to Antonio Brown. That should never be done. It should never be done. It doesn't make any sense to have two pass rushers
and then just put
everybody back in coverage. Like, everybody knows you can only cover for so long. Everyone knows that. That's the point. You can only cover for so long. Like, now mind you, teams with a little bit better secondaries, they can cover for a little bit longer, but that's just to let the pass rush get home. He's not an inexperienced quarterback. He's not a rookie quarterback. He's not a guy that, he won Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So why are we going to let him sit back there with a bunch of time to throw the ball? It makes no sense to me. But I do feel like
this is a demonstration
of
Wirecast.
Eric Washington is not going to get fired. I think Eric Washington, if anything, will get changed at the end of the season and not during the season. I don't think they kind of make those type of moves. So I definitely think he's going to still be our defensive coordinator. But I think the guys are play better too. I think part of the reason why we lost is because the players were not playing as good as they could. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, was it a short week? Yes. And I'm not making excuses for them. But it is kind of hard to turn around on a short week and, fly out to Pittsburgh.
And
a lot of these guys didn't even have practice. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, they didn't have time for it. So, but I think like I said, it could be a good thing for us. It could, get our mind right as far as that. So the only problem I see is that, if the Falcons beat the Browns, which I'm assuming they will, they'll be 5-4, we'll be 6-3. So we gotta kind of keep pace on them. And, we need the Saints to lose some games so we can at least try to win a division. But you know how that goes. But like I said, the schedule seems pretty doable. I mean, I don't believe in Matthew Stafford. He doesn't beat good teams. That's just Matthew Stafford's thing. He's never really been able to beat good teams. He loses to the good teams. That's what he does. No lie, it was funny when DJ got burnt. He was so mad. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been pissed too. I understand why he was upset because, bro, he was holding your shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what the announcers pissed me off the most because they said, "Oh, the rookie's not gonna get that call." Like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it in basketball. I don't agree with it in football. There shouldn't be certain people who get calls and certain people who don't get calls. That makes no sense to me. If it's a rule, you got to follow the rules. It's not like, oh, yeah, the rookie's not going to get that call. Or like Cam Newton, oh, he's too big to get roughing the passer calls. It's like, what do you mean? Is that not the rule? Yes. So why aren't you enforcing the rule? Oh, because his size. How's my size changing from being a quarterback? Because he is a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that whole, if you're this height and this weight, then you don't get quarterback penalties. If you're a rookie, you don't get holding penalties. Like, it's stupid. It just doesn't make no sense. Like, is AB, he will never get. But that's my thing. I don't like he won't get that because that makes no sense. Like, how, like, because then my question is this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
What calls do we get and don't get? You know what I'm saying? Like, that TJ Watt play should have obviously been a flag. The man, he led with his helmet, one. That's just the beginning. And two, he went towards the upper part of a quarterback. Now, mind you, I thought the quarterback strike zone was the middle of his chest. That's the strike zone. Anything above or below would be a penalty. But I guess for Cam Newton, it doesn't equate. Browns will take the football at their own 12. Oh, whatever.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Man, Saints offense is looking hard to stop. But yeah, man. So it's like, my thing is like, obviously, like I said, our schedule looks doable. Our schedule looks, you know what I'm saying? I think the Seahawks game is going to be a hard one. But I don't know what happened to our run defense though. That's what's scary to me because we hung our hat on stopping the run. That's how we play football, and we allowed way too many 100-yard rushers.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And yes, I agree. The Eric Reed ejection was ridiculous, but the thing is, like, and what kills me is the NFL is like, Eric Reed said he got tested for drugs 5 times since September, since he got basically signed. And the NFL is like, oh, we have people to go out and see, do the drug testing and it's randomized or whatever, some crap like that. But if it's randomized, how I get hit 5 times? And if I did get hit 5 times, why don't you just like
demonstration of
not
Wirecast.
test me? I mean, you test me like 2 or 3 times this year, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's funny how Eric Reed gets treated. Also, I agree. Our front four has gotten older, and that was part of the reason why I was saying go get a Dante Fowler Jr. Go get a, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying get those type of players because our our D-line has gotten older. Julius Peppers is 37, 38. Mario Addis is 32. You know what I'm saying? K1 Shorts, Dontari Poe both aren't that old. But as far as our ends, guys who usually get home, they're old. And Wes Horton is not panning out like they thought he would. F.A. Abada had a coming out party and then he's kind of like disappeared. Marquise Hayes, he hasn't been active since I think like the first game of the season. So we don't really have any pass rushers. And that's why I think Dante Fowler Jr. would have been perfect for us because he's a younger player. We gave him, to see how he did this year. If you didn't want to keep him, don't keep him, But at least give him a 3rd rounder and then like a next year 5th rounder or some crap like that.
Of Wirecast.
The Saints just scored a touchdown. But, for all that stuff that happened, as far as obviously, the Eric Reed ejection, the, missed calls, all the bull stuff that happened. There was a bunch of bull crap that happened. My thing is this. We was at their house. You know what I'm saying? The home team's going to get most of those calls, even though I like the most egregious call to me was the Vance McDonald pass in the end zone. He was literally bobbling the pass the whole time. Now, mind you, they took out the surviving the ground thing. You don't got to survive the ground anymore. But, I mean, you got to have possession of the ball when you go out the end zone. He's like literally turning the ball over. It started off like this, and it was on the back of his hand and all this stuff. And they let him get a touchdown on that, which is bullcrap, Can stress lead to headaches because after the game, I had a huge headache and was feeling sick. Yes, stress can lead to... Listen, stress is a serious thing. Don't let football stress you out. It pisses me off, but it doesn't stress me out. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, this is entertainment for us. This is supposed to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be entertainment for us. It's not supposed to be something that, stresses you out and cause you headaches. You know what I'm saying? So, I know we are, like I said, I'm a diehard Panthers fan. I will always be a diehard Panthers fan. I love Panthers. I love the Carolina Panthers. I love my football team. But you can't let it stress you out either.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
They get paid millions of dollars. And I'm pretty sure we can't take it more seriously than the guys, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Lil Voltage 14? We can't take it more serious than the guys that's on the field. Can't. Keep covering players so they can train the youngsters. That's true. I feel you. Get on that drink. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had to take a few swigs myself. Man. I was stressing out. but yeah, like I said, I think we have a good situation. Even though we lost to the Steelers. Now, mind you, the initial shock of that loss kind of made us flip out, and obviously we had time to recoup and regroup from that. But we're still in a good spot. So Panther fans, we licked our wounds. We had our time to be pissed. Now we gotta look past it. And at the end of the day, it sucks, but it is what it is. Need a lot of depth. It depends on what position. Because
this is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Our running back group is not bad. You know what I'm saying? The O-line seems like it has a lot of depth. But my thing is this. What pisses me off, and obviously that's why I said we should did moves. We should have did some moves at a deadline. Is because we could have had players that could impact the game. I hope the Saints lose to the Bengals, but I mean, I don't know. Bengals are up and down, so we'll see how that plays out. We don't sign big names all the time, so depth and ready.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Everybody that just came in, make sure you hit the like button. You already know. And the subscribe button. Thank you, Tab Black. That's why I rock with you. You feel me? The inconsistency of this team is amazing. Can we really say inconsistency? I mean, the 3 teams we lost to was Falcons at their house, which is kind of expected. The Redskins at their house. We should have won that game. I agree to that. But it was just a situation where, it kind of snowballed really quickly. And the Steelers at their house. Now, mind you, the Steelers game, like I said, that's also a game
This is a demonstration
I'm not mad at we lost because
Wirecast.
we was at their house. You know what I'm saying? And they're the Pittsburgh Steelers. They had one of the best offenses in the league. So, it is what it is. I just don't like the margin we lost by. Like, we couldn't do nothing. Like, the thing that pissed me off the most was I thought it was going to be a shootout, and then we lost. I thought the only way we could win was that our defense could kind of corral their offense. But it was a complete opposite. Our offense couldn't do nothing against their defense because our O-line started playing like crap. And then our defense couldn't stop them to save their lives, man.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
They got totally destroyed. But yes, they did. But like I said, Dante Fowler Jr. would have been a great addition in this situation. Or Bruce Irving, who also Ron Rivera stated that they had an opportunity and they looked at him but decided not to sign him, which makes no sense to me. Now he's on the Falcons and he's going to be part of the reason that we get hurt in this situation. But whatever. Hey, although I hate to see us lose like that, it's a humbling moment to help us remember anybody can lose and we need some in our secondary. Okay.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
That's true. It was also a loss in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't the NFC. It's not going to really hurt us like that. I mean, we got 2 NFC losses, 1 in the division. But like I said, oh my God, Ryan Fitzpatrick just did that's a penalty. I will see. Yeah, but but I wish we wouldn't get beaten up like that so bad. It could at least been on Sunday instead of Thursday night in front of everybody.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We'll get anyone in free agency. I think we will because we're gonna have a lot of cap space in free agency. Now, mind you, we have a lot of cap space in free agency, but they also got to pay a bunch of people. They got to pay Devin Funchess. I don't know if a lot of people feel like we shouldn't pay Devin Funchess because his inconsistency. But we do need a big body receiver, and I don't see any big body receivers in the draft like that. Maybe we could get like one of them AJ Browns or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or maybe a receiver in later rounds. Who knows?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Shaq Thompson needs to get paid also. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But I think we could get somebody in free agency. This game reminded me of Super Bowl 50. It did. It reminded me of that a lot. A lot of, referee, mess ups. A lot of, penalties that weren't called for Cam Newton as far as getting hit. And, an offense that couldn't do nothing and a defense that couldn't stop anything. At least our defense looked better in Super Bowl 50, in my opinion. We didn't give ourselves a chance to win that game.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Regardless. That's... My thing is this. Even if that was the case, if Bruce Irvin was going to Atlanta anyways. Let's say Bruce Irvin's had mind set on Atlanta. It doesn't hurt to call him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to win everything. You're not going to sign everybody. That's not how it goes. But at least try to sign him. If he doesn't want to sign, go to Atlanta. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Football is not a game of being humble.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to have a lot of bravado to play football. Count it. Cleveland just scored. How many years do you think Cam has considered he's a dual threat quarterback? Cam? See, I don't really consider it more the dual threat quarterback. I don't consider that the reason why Cam wouldn't have a longer career. I more consider the O-line not being able to protect him is part of the reason why he's not going to have that long career. Because, yes, he's a dual threat quarterback, and he doesn't know how to slide.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's not like most times he's running outside, he's running around, he's not getting hit until the end of the play. That's most case scenario. So it's not like he's a running back that gets into contact repeatedly. It's usually towards the end of his run, however long that run is. So I think it's more of the sacks that he takes and the clean shots that he gets without getting penalties towards, whatever is happening is what's going to cause his career to be shorter. You know what I'm saying?
This is a demonstration
we
of
should won
Wirecast.
Super Bowl 50. How the heck we were blown out? I ain't gonna lie, I don't really get in Super Bowl 50. I feel like there was a lot of penalties on that game that weren't called either. So, I mean, there was one play Von Miller basically slapped Cam in the face, then slapped the ball to get the strip sack for the touchdown, but they didn't call the penalty of him slapping Cam in the face first and then hitting the ball. My opinion. How about that Dez injury? The Dez Bryant injury was a sad thing. I mean, I don't never want somebody to get injured. Now, mind you,
this is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Like I said, I never want somebody to get injured. I'm not happy that Dez got injured. But is it beneficial for us? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I think Dez Bryant was going to be, a game changer? Do I think he's going to be the Dez Bryant of old? No, of course not. But do I think he can make plays when, some plays when needed? He can. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a bit. Come on, Bengals. I think that was kind of beneficial for us. But now they say they're looking after Brandon Marshall, seeing if they can get Brandon Marshall. I don't know, man. The Brandon Marshall thing, I'm not really for like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that whole Brandon Marshall thing is gonna work out. Field goal is up and good. 7-0 Browns lead over the Falcons. Yes! Touchdown, Sensei. Let go. Now, we might be the luckiest people in the world, and if the Falcons and the Saints lose, we in there like swim well, baby. Just wish we won Super Bowl 50. I agree.
If we go 11-5
or 12-4, we good. Of course. And I think that we're on pace for that, so I'm not mad at that. Now, mind you, okay, and I've been looking at mock drafts because, obviously they come up. They look like they're devaluing a lot of Wisconsin linemen. You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning of the season, I remember everybody was talking about Wisconsin linemen. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be mad. Whoa. Mike Ryan, I disagree.
This is a demonstration
of
Wirecast.
We got to understand that, yes, Ron Rivera lost that game, but come on, bro. Ron Rivera has been clearly our best coach. He already took us to a Super Bowl. He won Coach of the Year multiple times. We should not fire Ron Rivera. Now, mind you, if Eric Washington get fired, I kind of agree with that. But I think we should get some Wisconsin linemen because Wisconsin always have the best line. I'm not going to lie. Their run game is always official. You know what I'm saying? There's certain schools that just have good linemen, and Wisconsin's one of them. And as far as D linemen,
of Wirecast.
How you gonna fire me? I'm not employed by nobody. Come on, bro. That's cold blooded. What I was thinking, but yeah, as far as D linemen, we got a lot of good choices. Michigan got a good D line. Alabama, obviously. You also got Clemson. So you got some good D lines out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We can snatch some up. I think we definitely should go. I think we should go left tackle
of Wirecast
first. In my opinion, I think we should go left tackle first. Reason why I say that is because I'm tired of the inconsistency at left tackle. We need a staple for left tackle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, our defensive scheme is 4-3. Not you, bro. This Ryan guy. Last year's Saints playoff game, Devin proved why he was not no more receiver. We just need to beat the Saints in week 15.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. I do not like 3-4 defenses. And I'm gonna tell you why. 3-4 defenses, like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Denver runs a 3-4 defense, right? But Von Miller's basically like a DN. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's basically a DN. They call him a linebacker, but you know what I'm saying? How many interceptions did Von Miller get? How many pass defenses did Von Miller get? He's usually rushing the passer. You know what I'm saying? That's being honest. So
of Wirecast.
I like the 4-3 defense, and I think 4-3 defense could be really good. You need the DNs. You know what I'm saying? You need the DNs to make an impact. And once we get a DN that can make an impact, I think it will change a lot for us. Devin is a good receiver. That's not a issue. It's his blocking. True. He doesn't block well. I mean, but it's not a lot of guys that are invested in blocking anyway. So he's not a number receiver. LT's first round Absolute. Oh yeah, definitely left tackle.
This
The
is
new
a
ownership,
demonstration
short
of
leash,
Wirecast.
he has horrible play management, and our defense is going downhill. 3-4 defense destroys us. Are you talking about Ron Rivera? New management, I agree with, but if he gets fired and he goes 12-4, that's the dumbest decision David Tepper ever made. Like we're sick. Like we gotta understand that we're 6-3. There's teams that are 3-5. There's teams that are 1-7. We're 6-3 and talking about a head coach getting fired. I totally disagree.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
What else? If Nick Saban was our defensive coordinator, he would be an aggressive 3-4 defensive formation. Well, let's be honest, we ain't getting Nick Saban, so that's kind of a moot point. We definitely need to work on blitz packages. I'm worried about the Saints and Rams. That's true. He asked this year, New Orleans Aints. Do you think Super 50 was rigged? Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying? Most people will be like, nah, I can't. Do I think it was rigged? Kind of. And the reason why I say this is because
this is a
we were the
demonstration
overwhelming
of
favorites.
Wirecast.
We were the overwhelming favorites. I think, you know what I'm saying, Vegas does play a big part in this because we were overwhelming favorites in that Super Bowl. We lost. When Denver played Seattle, they was the overwhelming favorites. They had the best offense. I think Peyton Manning broke the touchdown record, and they lost. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, Demaryius Thomas didn't know how to get a first down, and you know what I'm saying? Also, the Seahawks versus the Patriots. I mean, why would you throw a pass in the end zone, in the red zone? You know what I'm saying? Or the end zone, basically. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Why would you not run the ball?
Of
Just certain things, you know what I'm
Wirecast.
saying? I wouldn't say rigged, though. I think rigged is kind of a strong term, but I do think referees might bet on the game and might get a little, you know, money on the side from it. We need 4-3 defense to apply pressure on the 1v1. Our linebackers too good, 4-3-4. QB defense rigged Adam. The refs ejected Eric, but not even a flag for TJ Watt leading the crown of his helmet into Cam's shoulder. That's dirt. That I agree to that. I said the same thing. We need to give Chris Samuel more snaps.
This
I agree to
is a
that too.
demonstration
Why
of
did we play Ricky
Wirecast.
tight end for 4 games and now he's barely gets to play? Because obviously he was just in there more because of Greg Olsen. But I do think we should do more 2 tight end sets, like, especially in a situation where they're getting the pass rush against us. Put another tight end to chip block. Come on, man. Like we gotta. It makes like they were teeing off on Cam and we didn't do anything to help out our line at all. Rivera is really good. What's wrong with Ty Haley? As a offensive, you talking about offensive coordinator or a head coach? Because I don't want Ty Haley as a
Demonstration
head coach.
of Wirecast.
I think it was rigged. Think we still can get the number 1 seed. Number 1 seed in the league or the NFC? No. I think we can still win our division, but I don't think we get the number 1 seed. No. Rams. I don't think Rams are gonna lose. Rams probably lose maybe 1 or 2 more games. That's maybe, but I don't see that happen. They got Marshawn Lynch, obviously. We need to use Adrian Anderson for short yardage. I agree. Like I said, we should do more 2 running back sets. They don't do that either. Vegas play a huge part. If we lose, Vegas makes money.
This is a demonstration of
exactly.
Wirecast.
In the first quarter, Browns. Yeah, let's go. Play harder, smarter than it is rigged. We need young safety and experienced cornerback. And what did I say? Now, mind you, Lil Voltage, check this out. I said we should get Lando Collins, a young safety that we could build around for a long period of time. And I said, and he had 2 years left on his contract. And I said we should get
is a
Patrick
demonstration of
Peterson.
Wirecast.
Now, mind you, people say, "Oh, we don't have the money. We don't have the money. We don't have the money." Like I said before, you gotta ask the veteran players to take pay cuts if they want to win a Super Bowl in their career. Now, mind you, Julius Peppers almost out the door. Ryan Khalil definitely says he's gonna retire after this year. There's a ton of players on our team that are older that are gonna leave. Ask them to take a pay cut. You might as well ask. If they say no, fine, but you might as well ask. Like when we had Shockey alongside of Olsen that year. Exactly. We got exposed, bro, and why we get exposed every time versus 3-4. Because for some reason our offensive coordinators don't like to change up their systems and put like, okay, you got Christian McCaffrey trying to block for Cam Newton. That doesn't make any sense. If anything, if you seen pass rush getting in like that, put in, like I said, put in Alex Armour, put in CJ Anderson, put in somebody that can help them block. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you letting Christian McCaffrey try to block a big linebacker or a D lineman, and getting jumped over. That's stupid.
This is a demonstration of
In the
Wirecast.
first quarter, okay. Or pick up Jamal Adams from the Jets. That is, I don't think that's an easy sell. I think the Jets ain't letting him go. He a baller. They're not letting him go. What I'm looking for in the draft is a left tackle, first pick, second pick, a pass rusher. Second, 2 picks, a pass rusher. Can we cut Matt Khalil? No, we cannot, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. His contract is still guaranteed. He's still getting guaranteed money, I think, until his second year. After his third year, the end of his third year, that's when we can actually cut him because he gets, I think he got 3 years guaranteed. That's why I was saying we should trade him to a team that is desperate for a tackle and that we can, actually, pawn him off for like a 7th rounder. Hey, 7th rounder and Matt Khalil, who has the cap space, and we can pawn him off to. But I don't know. We haven't done it so far. I guess they still believe in him. Of course, we still make the playoffs. I don't expect us not to make the playoffs.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I can't say he can't block. It just depends on who's blocking. If he's blocking a safety, I think he can do it. But if he's blocking a lineman, probably not. What about D tackle? My thing is this. Should we get a D tackle? Now, Dontari Poe is not living up to billing. But our edge rushers are way too old for us not to get an edge rusher, man. Julius Peppers is 37. Mario Aston is 32. We need pass rushers. We need them.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
All I know, bruh, is we come playing Falcons and Saints like the season over. I agree. And you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I think that would be a best plan for our draft is get left tackle and solidify that side so we won't have to worry about it for the next 10 to 15 years. And then, you know what I'm saying, after that, try to trade Matt Khalil. Send him to some team. You know what I'm saying? Yes! Matt Ryan fumbled. We need to get that linebacker from LSU. This is a demonstration
of Wirecast.
I don't want to get another linebacker. I do not want to get another linebacker. I think Devin White is a good player, but we already spent a lot of draft capital on linebackers. We got Luke Kuechly, first-round pick. We got Shaq Thompson, first-round pick. And we got Thomas Davis, I don't think he was a first-rounder, but he's a very good linebacker in himself. We spent a lot of draft capital in the linebacking core, but we spent barely no draft capital. I'm talking about first-rounders in the defensive lineman core. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got K'Wan Short as a second-rounder.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, Deshaun Hall, he been got cut. So whoever's asking for Deshaun Hall, he gone. Ranked quarterbacks in the NFC South. Okay, if I had to rank quarterbacks, Drew Brees number 1. I would say because Cam Newton's dual threat ability, he'll be number 2. Then Matt Ryan number 3. Then whoever's for Tampa Bay. So I think Cam Newton's number 2. I'm a Panthers fan, but I was embarrassed when our coordinator expects C-Mac to block a big. That's true. Pick up some defensive business in free agency and draft some.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
People are saying our time is running out, but I think we have plenty of that. I disagree. Here's the thing, and this is what I mean by our time is running out. You have a certain window of time to capitalize on, you know what I'm saying, before your money starts getting hit. Because the thing is that, and it's already happened to us. There's tons of young talent that we had, that we drafted, that we cultivated, that we could not keep because we didn't have enough money to. And that, in turn, is what they mean by your time's running out. Because, let's say, for instance, the Rams. You see how the Rams, we got all these players, all these pieces, right? The Rams have like 2 or 3 years, whatever,
Wirecast.
until they have to pay Jared Goff, and then they'll let go of a bunch of people. So they're trying to maximize their time now. We good with Carter and Smith. They're going to be ballers. Falcons field goal is up and good. Falcons 3 Browns. He got cut. Adam. We should go after Watkins out of Clemson, trade whatever we got to. Sammy Watkins? Of course not. You talking about the receiver? I don't want to get Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins won. No, he's never really done anything. I feel like everybody gives Sammy Watkins so much credit, but if I look at his stats right now, he's not like, I think Brandon Cooks is way better than Sammy Watkins. I think the Rams made the right decision by getting Brandon Cooks instead of Sammy Watkins. I thought TD was going to retire after this year. He said he was, but after the suspension, he's like questioning that now. So we'll see how that plays out. That's why I said that linebacker from LSU, trust me, we need him. TD finna retire, and the ones under TD won't help us no way. Listen,
This
man.
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Well, okay, so then, Jay, let me ask you a question. So what are we gonna do about our pass rush then? Because if that's your position, I disagree. But if that's your position, what are we gonna do about our pass rush? Because our pass rush is not getting home. He said he was considering James. Cam not getting any younger. This seems like the year of misdirection on every winning team. We need to defend it. That's true. 10 up on New England. It's New England, man. Until the game's over, I don't really care. That's how I feel about New England, man. DL Watkins out of Clemson. Okay. Saints about to get finished off early. I say we trade a fourth rounder for Weddle. I like Eric Weddle. I like Eric Weddle a lot. I think we should sign him when he was a free agent. But trading a fourth rounder, I don't see the Ravens doing that. Like, I don't think the Ravens are giving up yet. So it's you gotta go to a team that is willing to part ways with players. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go to the Ravens who still feel like they can capitalize in the division and ask for a trade because you're not gonna do that. And besides, that'll be at the end of the season anyways. Oh, I see what you're saying. We low key need a power back alongside C-Mac, which I thought would have been good because we could have got Bo Scarborough that's on the Cowboys not doing nothing with a 7th-round pick, and he'll have been a good big back that we could have on our team for like 4 or 5 years and not have to pay a lot of money. But we decided not to go that route. As long as we win and the Aints lose, we good. Exactly. We got a defensive.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Were they first-round draft picks? We had Deshaun Hall. He didn't pan out. He got cut. We had who else we had? We had Cooney Ely. He didn't really pan out. We cut him also. He was a 2nd rounder. That's what I mean. We need players that are gonna pan out. I know our secondary is better than how they are playing right now. I mean, I think they're better, but I think Adams is older, and I think we need to shore up now. Mind you, we still got Rashard Golden, but he's got basically no playing time his first year. Like, do I expect him to make a huge leap from not playing? Not really. White from LSU would give us some more speed other than Luke and Shaq. White can bring the blitz and cover very good. And I agree, our O-line is horrible and our pass rush is trash. So I'm like, okay. Now mind you, like I said, I think White is a very good player.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
If our O-line is trash, which it is, and we've seen that our O-line got exposed. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely exposed. Because I would say that the Pittsburgh Steelers don't have a great pass rush, and we got slapped up. Of course, why would we trade a 2nd and 3rd rounder for Josh Norman? No, it makes no sense. And then he costs too much money. If I'm gonna pay all that money, I'll go Patrick Peterson and save like $3 million. Do you really think we should invest long term into Cam?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I think we should invest, especially this year. Cam showed that he could be very consistent. Now, mind you, I don't know what you mean by inconsistent play. Last game, he wasn't even inconsistent. He threw 2 touchdowns and 1 pick, you know what I'm saying, which broke a record for most 2 touchdown games in a season, for the Panthers, you know what I'm saying, franchise. That's 1. And 2, he's been playing great. So, I don't know what you mean by inconsistent. But I do think that, Cam Newton could be good if he's protected, which when he was protected, he was playing great. When he wasn't protected, he threw a pick, obviously. So, Bengals got an interception. Yes! Norman will even better our secondary. I think Patrick Peterson is better than him. And you could probably get him and he costs less. So if I'm going to get a veteran, and he's younger. So Josh Norman's like 30 or almost 30. Or I think he's 30 now. Patrick Peterson's 28. Patrick Peterson's contract is like worth $11 million. Josh Norman's worth $14 million. And then we had Josh. We could have kept him then, but we didn't keep him. So I would go Patrick Peterson. I think Patrick Peterson is a way better pickup. We can trade for a great pass rusher since we have a lot of cash next year. You're right. How many passing TDs and rushing TDs do you think Cam will get this year? He already has, I think, maybe like 17 or 19. So I think by the end of the year, he'll probably have 30 to 35 passing touchdowns. And I think he'll have like maybe 5 to 10 rushing touchdowns. We'll see. Our O-line
This
is
is a
just
demonstration
older,
of
not trash.
Wirecast.
It depends on what you mean. Like, they're not trash. They just got exposed. They're not trash. But our left tackle is trash. Like, Chris Clark is not the answer at left tackle, and Matt Khalil's not the answer at left tackle. So we should get a left tackle. No, Julio towards Norman last week. That's true. I'd rather grab Odell than Josh. What the heck is this guy commenting? Odell Beckham? Yeah. But if we did get Norman, would you have James Bradbury or Josh Norman as the
This is a
if
demonstration
we got
of Wirecast.
Josh Norman. I guess I would have Josh as number one corner because at least he could get an interception. But I don't want Josh. We don't need Josh. What's up, big man? What's going on, Faces Nomad? Who Redskins playing today? I know they're playing somebody. I've seen them, but I can't remember who they're playing on top of my head. Yes, Cam's passing is inconsistent at times. I agree. But it happens. I mean, it just he's trying to get better at that. And he has gotten better at that, so I can't kill him for that. All I know is if Cam leaves, I go, and the Panthers won't win no more than 2 games when he goes. That's true. I think if Cam leaves, we're gonna be in the quarterback purgatory for a while. Okay, Cleveland. Yes, let's go Cleveland. Trade first for Calais Campbell, if not first and third. No, Calais Campbell was old. Why would we trade a first-round pick to get an older player instead of getting a player that's younger? I don't get that mindset. You know what I'm saying? At least get somebody that, you know what I'm saying, is middle age, like 28, 27, 24. Like people I was naming, Lando Collins, I think, is 24 years old. Patrick Pierce is 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? Calais Campbell's kind of older. Hopefully Cam goes to either Bills or Dolphins when his contract's up. Of course. What? Are you a Panthers fan? I want to make sure you're a Panthers fan and not just a Cam fan because I want Cam to be a Panther for life. Dang. Falcons got a pick. Hopefully Cam. Okay. Yeah, we need to re-sign Eric Reed, of course. Then Session James would be our number 1. Josh would be number 2. Josh trash. I know
this is a demonstration of Wirecast.
But the Falcons Josh got burnt. Cam ain't going nowhere. Should we sign Devin Funchess in the offseason? That's a big question, and I don't know about that. Maybe. I mean, I like Devin Funchess, but he disappears in games a lot. We should get Odell or Sherman. Josh. I don't think that's a good idea. Watching my skins look like doo-doo.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
God. How many years do I think Luke Kuechly has left? That's a tough question. Are you talking about him not having concussions? Like, in general? Like, if he doesn't have any concussions, I think he'll have, like, another... Luke been in the league for a little while. Maybe, like, another 5 to 6, maybe 7 years. You know, he'll play, like, 14, 15 years or something like that. But if he does have concussions, then that's a totally different situation. Nora Turner has helped Cam passing percentage dramatically.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And be consistent. He has been pretty good, so we still need another receiver. I kind of wish we didn't get Poe and Smith. They're playing for the money instead of the team. That's true also. I feel like both of them haven't panned out. Torrey Smith wasn't a good pickup in my opinion. Or Dontari Poe. Hey, bro, we trade you Smith for Cam. Hey, Faces Nomad, chill out, bro. What are you talking about? Alex Smith? Why would we want Alex Smith? Alex Smith is like...
Wirecast.
He's Alex Smith. I mean, you know what you're going to get with Alex Smith. He's not going to take any chances. He's going to be a game manager, and that's it. I don't want Alex Smith. Like, you can keep that over there. Y'all decided to pay him instead of Kirk Cousins. That's your fault. Luke been playing it more calm than he ever has in his career with us. I think it's because of the concussions he's been getting. That might be true. I've been saying, well,
this is a
we
demonstration
don't have to give Earl
Wirecast.
Thomas a first because he's going to be a free agent this year anyways. So, nah. Bro, all these fake fans need to leave, bro. How come they don't try Funchess at tight end and let Samuel Moore start? Because Funchess would never get to play. I mean, we got Greg Olsen. We got Ian Thomas. I think Chris Manhart's would be a better tight end than Devin Funchess would be. So, nah, that's not a good look. I don't think he'll be a good tight end. But Funchess in general, like I said, he is who he is, man. He is who he is.
This is a
Don't nobody want
demonstration
that
of
bomb. I still
Wirecast.
don't like him talking about Cam years ago when he was on San Fran. That would be good to get Earl Thomas. But we'll see how that whole thing pans out because I don't know if we'll be able to get him. I know a lot of teams, especially Cowboys, probably going to try to break the bank for him. So we'll see. We will have the best. I agree. If we got Earl, but this, again, I said this earlier this season, which is crazy. Like, I've literally said this earlier this season. I said, sign Eric Reed, trade for Earl Thomas. That was my thing.
This is a
I was telling everybody,
demonstration
sign
of
Eric Reed,
Wirecast.
trade for Earl Thomas. No, Panthers didn't do it. They signed Eric Reed. They did not trade for well, they did not trade for Earl Thomas. Now he's injured. But then we have to pay both of them, which would suck. So that's why I wanted to do it now because at least we'll have both of them on low contracts or, whatever, and be able to capitalize. But since Earl Thomas is injured, we can't do that. So who's becoming a free agent next year? A bunch of people. I mean, it depends on who you mean necessarily. So
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
but we got way off topic. We are probably the best defense on paper. Oh, no. I disagree. I definitely think Lou's going to be a Panther for life. I think Cam's going to be a Panther for life, too. I'm iffy about Funches. He doesn't show up every year, and I'm trying to figure out. That's true. He disappears a lot, like I said. They don't want to give Panthers help like they did Kobe and the Lakers. Why not get the best players out?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
That's the info coming. That's what I don't understand. Like, when you have a good team, like, try to get good players on that good team. Like, I feel like everybody thinks, drafting and we're going to cultivate talent, but then talent doesn't pan out. Like the Deshaun Halls, like the Cooney Edie's, like all these guys. Because, mind you, let's say Deshaun Hall and Cooney Edie both panned out. Right? Let's say both of them were, worked out. We would have a pass rush. You know what I'm saying? We would have a pass rush. But they both didn't work out, and that's why we're in the situation we are now.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Do I think I think they're kind of giving up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see them being mad next week. I think Detroit they know what it is. They're going to be the third best team in their division. Hold on. It's Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, and what's the other team in their division? The Bears, the Packers, the Lions.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Why can't I remember another person? Help me out, guys. Who's the fourth member of the NFC? Was it North? They don't want. Okay, I seen that squad business. When will Steve Smith Sr. get the Hall of Fame? Ooh, that's I don't know, man. They do receivers dirt, so like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he had an attitude and he had this.
Is a
like, he probably did
demonstration of Wirecast.
So it probably took him a little while to get in. That's my Vikings. I couldn't think of the team. Thank you. God, dog. But we should have got Golden Tate before the day. I think our defense need more help than our offense does. As far as like receiver wise, like I think our O-line needed more help. We need a reliable backup QB, but not necessarily as much as we need.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
That's true. What does that mean first? Randy Sims? I don't get it. But yeah, man. I had to get on the live and talk about, kind of calm the Panther fans down in the sense that, all of us are pissed. I mean, I was definitely pissed, obviously. I didn't like the way that game turned out.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
But I want to state that I don't know what happened to Kurt Coleman. I haven't seen him at all. But see, again, I think the grass ain't always greener for people. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows what happened to him. I know he's on the Saints, so he's a rival now. So, I don't care what happened to him. But, I just want to calm the Panther fans down. And, even though we got slapped up and all of us are pissed, we still have everything in front of us and we still could win, our division.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Kirk coming on the Saints. Yeah, they're going to be out for blood next week. I disagree. I can say our O-line has been needing help since Cam got drafted. It's been overlooked. Our defensive line has been getting help, but it's been a bunch of busts for us. Greg Hardy, Cooney, Ely, Butler. So it's our. Do you think Heineke can start? No. Fault that they haven't been getting our players right. I think Curtis and DJ will become superstar receiver duo.
This is a demonstration
I ain't
of
gonna lie, I've been pissed for a
Wirecast.
couple of days. But that's true. I think the O-line has been overlooked since Cam has gotten there. And that's a huge problem. Like, I think they never went tackle or really lineman in the first round ever. Like, the only person they went was Taylor Moton in the second round. But they never went O-lineman first. And the thing is, you see how Saints is doing so well is because Saints went O-lineman year after year. Anderson Peete, first round pick. Ryan Ramczyk, first round pick. Armstead, the other Armstead guy, first round pick. That's 3 first round picks in the Saints O-line off rip. That's true, squad business. Like I said, Drew Brees got a lot of they loading up for the Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? They doing good for him. Why are we so good at home and so inconsistent on the road? I mean, I can't say we're inconsistent on the road because again, we only had what? 3 road games? And we're 1-3? We have 4 road games, 1-4. So we still can, like, we played Detroit at their house. I think we're gonna beat Detroit. That'll be 2-3. We play. Who else we play on the road? We play Tampa Bay on the road. I think we'll be able to beat Tampa Bay at their house. We play the Browns on the road. I think we'll be able to beat the Browns at their house. So it's not. We can't say we're inconsistent. It's just we played hard teams on the road. We played Falcons, Steelers, and the only team that I think was winnable or we should have won really was the Redskins game. So that's just me being honest. God, dog, Mr. Trubisky's out here doing these boys. But and that's the thing. This is why I had an issue with us not trading also, right? Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a compensatory pick from Andrew Norwell because he went to the Jaguars or whatever, and he was a Pro Bowl player when he left us, so I think we're gonna get a compensatory pick. So we get a compensatory pick for the Andrew Norwell. Then we have another 3rd round pick. Why would we not trade it and try to get, you know what I'm saying? And now they let you trade compensatory picks. So why not trade a compensatory pick with the
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We're gonna have a compensatory pick that'll be a 3rd rounder. So I don't know. My opinion. Saints are better, but we should still win. See, it's our fault. Cam so calm shouldn't be blamed for how he gets sacked to be hit in his head to not being able to throw to receivers. I'm gonna go, bro. Thanks for calming us fans down. You really cool. Yeah, but I'm peace out, low voltage, man. But remember that Cam is best when he is protected. That is true. And again, the reason why we're playing so well is because Cam was protected. So that's just me being honest. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to calm us down. I want to talk about the schedule, which I think is doable. I think we should go 6-1. You know what I'm saying? So Jacksonville getting slapped up by the Colts. That's sad. But you know what I'm saying? I think we should go 6-1. I think we'll rebound and beat the Lions. I will be pissed if we don't beat the Lions, but I think we will.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I think it's a good mini bye. I think it's time for them to cool down, get their mind right. Thank you, Tab Black. Tab Black, I rock with you. Thank you for always showing love. Thank y'all always for tuning in, man, showing love, chopping up with your boy, you feel me? I didn't live stream during the game, but I am trying to live stream, you know what I'm saying, the Panthers games in general. Just so you know. I like turning up with y'all. I like having fun with y'all, whatever. Y'all already know, man. Make sure you cop the apparel, LCameraTV.
This is a
you know
demonstration of
Links in the description,
Wirecast.
whatever. Check it out. Cop some apparel. And if you cop apparel, go to take a picture of it, put it on your Instagram. I know all y'all got the gram. Put it on your Instagram and tag me at LCamera25. Show love, that way. You know what I'm saying? Definitely join the Patreon page if you can. Become a member. Show love. You already know what it is. And the Panthers will bounce back. I believe so. And thank y'all. Anytime, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to have a good dialogue, you feel me? I'll holler at y'all. I want to start doing more live streams in general. If y'all want to talk about anything else, obviously, I'm here. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for always showing love. Thank y'all for always tuning in, man. And I'm going to see y'all next week against the Lions. I'm still going to be dropping videos. Y'all know I still got to drop the videos for y'all so y'all can check out, tune in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace out.